Welcome back to Themed Journals. My name is April. Okay, so I'm very mad at the moment because this is the second time I've had to restart this video because I forgot stuff and then I had to put it on pause and I couldn't figure out how to continue the stupid video. Oh, I'm such an idiot. So we got to start over. All right, welcome to Themed Journals. Welcome to all the new members. This is how far I've gotten in my journals. I got these in. I had to redo them because they were too, these insides were too big. All right. I need to put more glue there, but anyway. Okay, so that's that. As you can see, I had to redo them. So what I did is I got a new padded mailer and I took the padded mailer, lined it up on my board, and then cut it straight. I marked it and cut it straight, and then they turned out straight, and I did it the same way for this way. So no more super skinnies or super fats. And then I went to show you what we were going to do today, which is we're going to do this, and then I had to get some, what do you call it? A glue sheet. I had to get a glue sheet, and then it all, everything went foobar. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm actually, all right, this is my current one on this one too. So what I'm doing is I'm using up my last little bit of glue. And once it gets down to here, you have this much glue left in it. And so I just take my paint spatula and I just scoop it out, and then I throw it away because let's face it, these glues are expensive. No matter how long ago you bought them, it's your money. You might as well get your money's worth out of them. So, yeah. Now, it doesn't matter that this is bad, what I consider bad glue. This is what the Amazon Basics is what I use for temporary glue. So I used up all my daughter's grade school glue way, 4 years ago when I first started this. And now I had to buy new cheap glue. And so I'm using Amazon Purple. And I'm now using up the last little bit. In the glue stick. Because, when you are, gluing stuff and you're trying to do a video, getting this out to go like this, it may not be the appropriate video to actually use that, or project to get out the last little bit of glue. So I specifically try to make my eventually do a video where I can actually use up all the extra glue. And there comes the stuff off the, this is the shimmer paste I used for Christmas. Yeah, I forgot to wipe off my spatula and it dried on there. So now it's deciding that it's gonna come off. Isn't that fun? All right. Now, all right, so we got 4, and I've got to clean this up. The good thing about these backs of these, this is transparency backs, where you peel it off from. It's got a slick surface, so you can use it as a glue sheet, you can use it for different things. So very excited about that. So that's the dog one. We're going to do the kitty one next. This is the side I want to be gluing on. Yeah. So oh, this looks like a brand new one. Yep, certainly is. Okay, we can't use this one. And after you get so many of these, you know, little pieces out, you know, like these little glues, like I don't know how many dozens of them I've got in my drawer. I just put some in here for this project and to get them off the bottom of my desk. So, yeah, that's good enough. Sometimes you just have to call it quits. As long as I get the majority out, I'm very pleased. So if you're throwing away your glue sticks and you still have a little bit in the bottom, this is how you get them out. You just get a spatula, a paint spatula, and okay, there we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut around these, and then what I will do off camera is I'm going to sew them onto the playing card. I want to show you the other things that I've done. No, I forgot to show you that at the beginning. I don't even know where they are. Oh, I made pockets. I was experimenting because a friend of mine that I'm doing the kitty cat ones, we've known each other since high school. So I asked her to send me a bunch of her kitties, pictures of her own cats to do some pockets with and stuff like that. So I did use, where is it? I did use this for this. It's okay. I would never buy this again unless they were $1.50 for 3 again. Let's just put it that way and leave it alone. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, that's a current one too. All right. Looks like I started a bunch of them and then they got lost amongst the ones that are like this. Yeah. So if you got a really skinny tipped spatula, those are the best. The wider ones, I mean, you could use this type of style. This one I don't think would work as good, so I don't use it. But this is my favorite spatula. So. All right, we're going to get that out of there. All right. No, April, wrong side. All right. Oh. Seeing they're already starting to dry out because the purple is really light on the top when it's supposed to be darker. Yep. But that's okay because, you know, this is just to hold the card in place until I can cut it out and sew it. I'm not going to cut it out and sew it online. I'm going to do that in between in between the videos that I'm doing for you guys this week. Also, I was mistaken. My sister gave me the kitty cat fabric and the wilderness fabric. So thank you, Tisha. Sorry, I confused who gave it to me in my last video. My apologies. It was in with all of the stuff Erica gave me, and so I just assumed she gave it to me. But I assumed incorrectly, and I stand corrected, and I do apologize. Now, remember that we've had the drawing for the the first set of drawings for the 900th subscribers contest. Now, why do I say first drawing? Because I'm dyslexic, and I looked at the subscription video. They have how many subscribers you have right next to how many videos that you had. So when I saw 914 videos, I transcribed that in my head, because I'm dyslexic, to be 914 subscribers. So we had an early 900 subscriber drawing, and so we're going to have a second one when it actually gets to 900. But there's 3 people who won that, and let me just go over with you the names again, because I haven't heard from anybody. Cindy Wilson 2739, Tisha Furstel Hoffman, I have your address, I know where you live. Soy Milk Muse, if Cindy Wilson and Soy Milk Muse could email me at themed.journals@gmail.com and let me know your addresses. I'm just going to reach into a bag and grab your gift. So it'll be fair. There was only 3 people who responded to that particular contest. So all 3 people won, but I can't give you your gift if you don't send me your addresses. Okay. And let's say that you have until the end of this month to send me your email addresses, okay? All right. I think that'll be fair. And then when we actually hit the real 900 subscribers, not my dyslexic, you know. Oh, you gotta be joking me again, April. I'm an idiot. All right, this is what I did last time because, yeah. Obviously, I can't think and chew gum at the same time today. Okay, these are real. Oh, this one needs to be used up. Okay, and then after we get... all right, let me put these away because these are all good. Oh, maybe I'll use these up too. All right. It's been one of them days. All right. Let's try this again. I've never had this much trouble with my... This is like the 4th time I've done this. And this is this, you know, I did it once when I did my first go of this video, and it didn't work out so well. All right. Now, when you have the bigger ones, it takes more than one thing to get the all the glue out. I mean, with the bigger ones, you even waste more glue if you don't get all the glue out because it's fatter. And so, ergo, instead of having this much, you have that much. And that's a lot of glue all around the circumference. So it's like twice the glue in a bigger one than in a small one, I think. This is 1.4 ounces and this is 0.28 ounce. So yeah. But I've been hoarding this glue because I don't want to use it all up. I know. All right. So I hope you're having good times in your craft room and when you're working on a project. Please let me know in the comments section below this video what you're working on. And All right. Before this glue dries, you can use a baby wipe to clean it up. But as soon as it dries, you have to use a glue eraser. I do love my glue eraser. I must say that's one of the best things I've ever bought myself. Of course, I bought it at the Dollar Tree when it was actually $1. Now it's like I went into the Dollar Tree over Christmas and they were selling their bags for like $1.50. Same yucky bags that they used to have, $1.50. I went in there and there was a planning calendar, and got home and I was like, why was that more expensive than usual? And so I'm looking it over, and instead of the planning calendar being $1.25, it was $1.75. And the red sticker that it had on there was to indicate that it was $1.75 rather than $1.25. I lifted that sticker up off of that planning the 2026 calendar, and it was underneath it was $1.25, just the way it should have been. So you know that store is getting greedy, super greedy. And it's not like they got any new stuff in. You know, they're still selling the same crud that they used to make $1 off of for $1.75. I'm sorry, but you have not improved your product. You should not be raising the prices. It should still be $1 in my opinion, but whatever. People really got greedy over the pandemic. And, you know, it's not like the Dollar Tree shut down during the pandemic. They were open the entire time. Mind you, they had a hard time keeping stuff in stock because everybody was buying stuff to do crafts during the pandemic. That was a couple of years before I discovered junk journaling, so I didn't do those types of crafts during the pandemic. I just went in there for like toilet paper. All right. So we use quite a bit of glue sticks, you know, the last little bits and bobs in there, so that's nice. Yeah, let me show you what else I've been, what else I've done. It's all, my hands are all gluey. Hang on. Okay. Let's see if we got my, oh yeah, we do. Okay. Okay. Let me see how we're doing on time, and then I'll decide if we're going to continue. Oh, we got a few more minutes. Okay. So the next thing that I discovered was, where is it now? All right, let me put these back into my drawer because they are definitely still, you know, got lots of glue in it, and I'm not going to be using them right yet. But at least I know now that they're separated for these that I have to still use up. All right. Now. Well, there's this. Well, I don't know where it went. I'll have to go check. I'm going to have to put you guys on hold, and hopefully I don't lose you. Because I'm not starting this video over again. Oh, yay. I pressed the right buttons this time. So this is what I discovered in my stash, is a dog foot or a dog paw thing. You know what? Let me go get my matches. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again. Oh, goodness. All right. All right. I'm going to put this in here because I don't want this green mixed in with it. Maybe what I'll do is use gold and copper for this. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave the green in there. Ugh. I get impatient. That's part of my problem. All right, hang on. I don't know what to scrape it out with. I don't know where any of my... Hang on. All right. I have tons and tons of, lots and lots of wooden popsicle sticks. There you go. Use your big words today, April. Yeah. Do you think I can find a single one? Of course not. That would just make too much sense, man. Ugh. My tinnitus is driving me crazy today. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. Well, I guess I'm going to waste all that because I don't have any way to scrape it out and it's hot. So whatever. All right. Now we can begin again. All right. Let's try this over. All right. We're going to try... See, I like to save it so that when I reuse it, I can reuse it, you know? I think this is the one that was used in this, so we'll put one of those in. So you see I have, you know, purple and gold, and I've got another one of these weird ones. It has more copper in it than anything else. Good one, April. Ugh. Oh, wait, life just a... Okay, so let me show you while this is melting what else I did. Because I don't have any brads that are actually silver, I went ahead and I turned them silver with my silver gilding paste. Now, what I have to do, and I forgot, and I haven't done it yet, is I've got to put triple thick gloss on these so that they're shiny. So I'll do that offline, but I just wanted to show you since we're waiting for wax to melt, or like waiting for paint to dry. Yeah. Now this is a cold stone so that you don't have to freeze your stuff with an ice pack. So that's really quite convenient. And it pops right off of that stone. See that? So I can put that back in the green section. Ah, here we go. All right, I need another wipe. The crafting room's best friend. Wet wipe, yeah. Ouch. Ugh, April. Of course it's gonna be hot. All right. I don't even think I have a toothpick in here to stir it with. All right. Wow. This is what I'm going to be doing while you guys are off in your craft room having fun, and I'll be doing the triple thick as well. And just before I let you go, let me show you some other ones that I've done. Now, these are super special because they look really nice. And so I have a bunch of frames here. So like for this one, I want to do this, you know, in a frame. And then use that as my... All right, so let's just do the frame right now. All right. All right. So we're going to use our permanent Scotch glue stick. And I'm going to go on all 4 sides of the frame. Making sure I don't leave any spaces. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to knock you guys. Okay, so what I am going to do... Okay. Is I'm going to put it down on the frame. And then I'm going to cut around it. Of course, I'm going to cut around it. And then I'm going to show you sort of, let me get a sample piece of paper out. This is not the paper I'm going to use, but I'm going to make it into my, big girl words, April. Signature covers. There we go. Ugh, sometimes I really irritate myself. So I'm just going to cut around this real quick, and I'll position it on this sample piece of paper since it was the closest one that I could find. Okay. And no, I'm not going to save these pieces of paper. Sometimes you just gotta let them go. Okay. So the signature papers will look like this. And then I'm going to glue them down on each signature page. So I think I'll put 3, maybe 4 signatures in. So some of these will have, you know, this will be the signature page. Let me see if I can find a piece of paper that I'm actually going to use for this. Nope. I may just use a white sheet. I don't know. Hang on. I know I got some black and white. Oh, here we go. Here's some black and white I did a couple years back, and I made too much of it. Okay. So that really pops, right? And that looks so nice. And so what I'll do is I will glue this down. You just have to be careful in the center that you don't punch through. And then this will be one of the signatures. So I'm very pleased with this idea. I'm so excited that I actually found the frames. Yeah, that. So like this one, not all of these will work for the frame, but some of them will. And I want them to, you know, this one I may have to reprint, but I think the essence of the cat's there. So we'll see how it goes. This one, I couldn't get the color to come out right. Same with this one. I don't know why the color was so weird on these. I tried them at different lengths and yeah. So like this one, or this is super cute. It has to be a really super special one. I may use the same cat for each of the signature pages. And then this one's really pretty too. I don't know, I may not. And this one I had difficulty with the face too. I may have to reprint some of these. I've already cut some of them out. Can't do it that way. Yeah, this one I couldn't get to print properly either. So anyway, I may not be able to use those, but use these. I might use them. I'll probably use them for pockets. However, I did print them also out on white paper, white cardstock. So see, that looks super good there. So I'll use this one as well for the, you know, cover sheet. So I'll be choosing out the cover sheets for the journal. Then I'll be putting, you know, pieces of paper in them so that I can experiment with how many pieces of paper go into each signature, blah, blah, blah. So I'll be doing some experimentation offline about this. But yeah, that one looks, her name is Dolly. She looks really, really good on this. Yep. So, you know, when you're doing a custom job, you want to personalize it if you can. If you've known the person a long time, like I've known this lady who has these cats a long time, so I'm doing a little extra that I normally would not do. Now, not all the time can you ask them for photos because sometimes they just don't have them. I'm going to save this paper though, because it's cardstock and it's expensive. All right. I got plenty of it. Don't get me wrong. I got plenty of it, but I'm cheap, and we've already discussed this. Okay, so this one will be easier to glue down because it's already got cardstock on it. Okay, now what we definitely want to do, hang on, this one wasn't cut right, or folded right, pardon me. And so we gotta refold it so it's straight at the bottom, straight as we could possibly get it. Now, we want this to be centered as best as possible. Now that's beautiful. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to be deciding how many pages I'm going to put in for the signatures, for the signature covers. And then I'll also be doing a little bit of, on some of these, I'm going to be doing a ruffle in the center of each signature. Yeah. Okay, let's count and see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do 10. All right, now we've got 10. Now that's 10. Now we may have to cut these back because, you know, as you put more and more in the signatures, they push the center out. So we will be dealing with that in a little bit. So let's go 9, and then the signature page will be 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then this will be the 10th one. Okay, now let's see how this looks in the, now this may give us room for 4 signatures. Yeah, that looks like 4 signatures. So we're going to have 4 signatures. And let's see here. Okay, that one we can't use. Oh, look at these 2 cuties. See if I got a brown one here. Oh, orange maybe? No, not quite. I got every color under the sun except for brown. All right, we'll continue with the theme of black frames. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, I like that one. Oh, look at that. Our stuff is finally melted. All right. At least I kept you entertained while we were waiting for the glue the wax to melt. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, I'm loving it. Oh, they're such sweethearts. Yeah, my mom had 2 black cats, 2 brothers. One ran away. Yeah. Oh, hopefully that didn't ruin the picture. I guess we're going to find out. Oh, doesn't that just warm your heart? It does mine. I forgot that I used inkjet on this, and inkjets. Oh yeah. All right, guys, please like, share, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Press that notification bell so that you know when the next Themed Journal journey is going to begin. What do you call it? And hit the like button, please, because the like button will push this out to more people, telling them that this is a happening channel and people like it. So please, please, please hit that notification bell or the like bell. I would really appreciate that. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.